Hi, this is KHI's Tutorials with another video or fake you update or what you want to call it. I will show you most frequently asked questions. Some people ask me about what Mac product I'm actually using, and some users have problems with my winebottler tutorial. They cannot get winebottler working and so on. So I will try to come around some of these problems. As the first thing, I'm actually not using a real Mac computer. The only Apple product I actually have is my iLife package and iWork package and some other Apple applications, and there's of course the Mac operating system. And yes, my computer is actually a Hackintosh, self-made desktop computer. And previously I owned an iMac, but I sold that to a friend because I needed the money, and a Hackintosh is a lot more customizable than a real Mac, but there are of course some issues with compatibility and hardware and so on, and a little bit with some systems are unstable, and yes, there are some problems with the Hackintosh, which do not have a real Mac. But if you're running an Intel system with the new Core i series, tutorials made on a Hackintosh work just the same way as a real Mac, and there's no problems there at all. The only difference is that it's not an Apple machine it's running on. Yes, now to the next thing, winebottler. Some people just use the download link I provided in the description in my winebottler tutorial to download winebottler. The problem with the link is that the page it links to doesn't update the source for the latest version of winebottler. So the first thing to do as soon as you download winebottler is to when you open the application, you go up and ask it to check for updates. I actually have just installed winebottler on my new system, so I will go ahead and update it. I have actually checked that it's working. It's working for me, but some users have contacted me and said that they've got problems with the application. So I will go ahead and launch winebottler, and of course I have this little snitch firewall. I need to give it access to the internet and so on. Here we have winebottler application. If you launch it the first time, you may have some other windows. I will refer to my winebottler tutorial. I'll put a link in the description for you. And here you can see I have about winebottler. You can see here 1144. That's the version you download. So I know the latest version is called 1.2.2 or something like that. So let's go ahead and open the preferences pane and click the update. And it's a good thing to automatically check for updates. And I will check for updates now. And well, it says the latest version. So maybe that's because this is the only version compatible with Lion, or maybe it's because my user account isn't an administrator. So you go ahead and check for updates if there are any updates. I don't know if they're coming an update 2 hours after I post this video on YouTube. So yes. And then some issues with my FL Studio tutorial. It's actually for FL Studio 10. It also says in the title of the video that it's for FL Studio 10. FL Studio 9, I mentioned it in my tutorial that there are some differences between the installation of FL Studio 9 and 10 on Mac OS using winebottler. And that's because FL Studio 9 for some reason gives 5, 6 or 7 error messages throughout installation. For those of you who are installing FL Studio 9, please click away these error messages, and the program is ready to go. And Then a user, actually a Danish user, asked me to yesterday how to where where he could get a torrent for FL Studio 9, and by that I actually thought, okay, that's he wants to use a pirated copy of FL Studio. So well, I'm actually not the piracy guy, so yes, I really want to help you with your Windows, Mac, or Linux problems, and help you with whatever you ask me if I really can help you with that. And but if you ask me how to get a specific program for free, which you normally are going to pay for, I'm not the guy to ask. Or of course I cannot know if you already have an application installed, if you have downloaded the pirated copy or so. But if you ask me about any piracy questions, I tell you now this: I won't help you get pirate software. And if you ask me, I will of course, in a friendly way, tell you that I'm not the piracy guy. So yes. So if you have any questions about Mac OS in general, or how to build a Hackintosh, or how to work with a Hackintosh, you are feel free to ask us. Or yes. So that's it for now, and now I'll say thanks for watching, and if you like my tutorials, you can subscribe for my channel, and the next tutorial will probably be in Linux, so I'll see you in the next tutorial.